Over 1 million photos are taken every minute, capturing every type of moment imaginable. Among the happy, the sad, and the indifferent moments, sometimes something will be captured that lacks an explanation. Similarly, in September of 1988, 19-year-old Tara Calico, who was a resident of Bella, New Mexico, left her house to go on a bike ride at around 9:30 a.m. and was never seen again. When her mother contacted the police, the only things they could find were pieces of Calico's Sony Walkman and a cassette tape she had been listening to. Nearly a year later, a woman found a strange photo in a parking space outside of a grocery store, which depicted 2 people tied up, one of them having a striking resemblance to Calico. Despite similarities between Calico and the woman in the photo, such as scars and freckles, the idea that the woman depicted in the photo is indeed Calico remains uncertain to this day. Just like the whereabouts of Calico, Michael Rockefeller, the son of the governor of New York, Nelson Rockefeller, mysteriously disappeared in November of 1961. Rockefeller was on an expedition to study the Asmat and Dani tribes in the Papua New Guinea territory. He was making a documentary on them called Dead Birds. During the exploration, Rockefeller and his co-worker were on a boat only a couple miles away from shore, when suddenly, the boat capsized. Before swimming to shore to try and get help, Rockefeller said to his colleague, "I think I can make it." Those were the last words ever heard from Rockefeller, and he was never found. In 1969, footage was filmed in the same area where Rockefeller had disappeared 8 years prior, and this image was found in the footage. Conspiracy suggests that Rockefeller had joined the tribe and left his first world life behind. If this theory is true, this is the last known photo of Michael Rockefeller since his disappearance. In 1999, Joe Martinez and his wife, Patty Martinez, attended their in-laws' 15th wedding anniversary. While they were there, they decided to get a picture taken. After it was developed, the photo sat inside an album for nearly 8 years, until Joe noticed a strange creature lurking behind him in the wedding photograph. Joe claimed that he was having a very rough life at the time and that he was battling a drug addiction. Both Joe and Patty believed that this creature was a demon and that this photo was a sign of upcoming danger. Joe also says that the photo saved his life and that he carries it with him wherever he goes to remind himself that his dark life is now a thing of the past. In some cases, the devil can literally be on your shoulder. Dean Corll, along with accomplices David Brooks and Elmer Wayne Henley Jr., are labeled as one of the worst serial killers in American history. Particularly Dean Corll had killed about 28 teenage boys throughout the early 1970s. He was nicknamed the Candyman because his family had owned a candy company and would normally give out free sweets to the local children. He would catch his victims by offering them a lift and luring them into his car. He would then drug them until they passed out and drive them to his house, where he would rape and kill them. In 1973, Corll was shot and killed by Henley, who then went to the police and confessed everything that happened, and was put into prison. About 39 years later, a filmmaker who was making a documentary on the story found inside Henley's belongings a Polaroid picture of a tied-up boy next to the toolbox that was used in the killings. When Henley was interviewed, he said that he could not recall who the boy was and that there was more of them who were still unidentified. The boy in the picture is still unknown, and his remains have yet to be found. The Thunderbird is a legendary creature in North American mythology. The legend's popularity started to really skyrocket in the late 1800s, around the same time photography was becoming popular, which made the birds a lot easier to be recorded. There is one very famous image of one of the Thunderbirds, which was featured in a lot of documentations on the topic. The problem is, the image disappeared. Not only is the image missing, but all of the books, newspaper articles, web pages, and documentaries that contain the image have gone missing as well, as if the photo never existed. Many different people have went on things like forums and chat rooms and discussed how they remember the photo and have given their recollection of the image as well. They believe that this photo most likely popped out of existence in the late 1990s, as that was the last time they had seen it. Even today, this famous image, or any evidence of it, is completely null and void. Thank you so much for watching. For more unpredictably uploaded videos, press subscribe. Oh, there's a piece of paper under my desk. This picture looks awfully familiar.